What's going on, everybody? Cigar Show Tim here with another edition of Tobacco Talk, where I review a cigar and then I give you my thoughts on it in 4 key areas: flavor, draw, construction, and burn. It's everything you want to know about that cigar, but it's from my pal's perspective, and then I rate it as to whether I think it's nubworthy or not. So the cigar for this review comes from Crux Cigars. Chris and Casey and all the guys over there, great guys, reached out to me and said, Tim, we've got our newest release. We'd love for you to check it out, and we'd love to get your thoughts. So here it is. I have the newest release from Crux. It is the Crux Epicure Habano. This is the Robusto Vitola. See it right there. Beautiful color on that wrapper leaf. But if we're going to check it out the right way, there's only one thing left to do. Let's light it up. Okay, I went with my usual straight cut, as you can see right there. On the cold draw, I'm picking up flavors of the dried fruit, which is typical for almost every cigar, really. Dried fruit, there's a little bit of creaminess and some like graham cracker notes that are in there. But let's toast her up. Okay, upon initial light up, I'm picking up notes of some creaminess that's in there, a little bit of like an espresso coffee, and there's a little bit of some nuttiness, leather bouncing back and forth in there as well. I'm going to jump into the first third. When I come back, I'll let you know what the blend is on the cigar, any more information I think you may need to know, and, well, how it's going so far. Okay, let me show you the burn here at the end of the first third. You can see right here that it has really pretty much burned straight. I haven't touched it up. It did start to get a little bit wonky and burned just a little bit uneven. About halfway through the first third, I decided to just let it go and see how it would perform, and it actually corrected itself, which I was pleased with. Okay. Blend on this cigar. It's a Nicaraguan puro, which means that all the tobacco is from Nicaragua. It has a Nicaraguan Habano Seco wrapper on it, and the binders and fillers are all from Nicaragua. It doesn't say specifically what regions or where from, but this cigar is being manufactured by the Plasencia factory in Nicaragua as well. So now you know the blend and where it's being made. Flavor notes in the first third. The nuttiness came up just a little bit more in the first third from where it was going back and forth between leather and nuttiness right there at initial light up. So distinct nuttiness. There's a little bit of a white pepper spice when you retrohale. It's not very strong, but it is a noticeable white pepper note that's in there. And then there's that espresso coffee, kind of like a mocha kind of note that's in there with a little bit of creaminess. So very good in the first third. I'm going to jump into the second third. When I come back, I'll let you know if anything changes with it and how it's been performing. The strength on this right now, I would say, is probably about a medium minus, not very strong whatsoever. The draw has been very nice the entire time, and plenty of smoke output. So here's to the second third. All right, let me show you the burn here at the end of the second third. You can see right there, it is pretty much razor straight, doing very well. I did not have any issues in the second third with the burn getting wonky, having to correct itself, none of that at all in the second third, so it was very nice there. Flavor notes in the second third. This has become a completely nuttiness forward cigar, and I absolutely love nuttiness in cigars, so the second third is very much a sweet spot for me. That white pepper on the retrohale has scaled back a little bit. It's still there and a little bit noticeable, but it's not as strong as it was. But the nuttiness is there, and it is somewhere between, for me, like an almond and a peanut. I'm going more towards peanut, especially like the skin on a peanut. Very good, very savory. There's a little bit of cinnamon that's in there as well, and a lot of creaminess is in here. So the second third is doing very well. The draw on it is staying nice and open the way that I like it. It's not restrictive whatsoever. And strength on this, I would still put it at a medium minus, touching on a solid medium, but I'm going to put it at a medium minus for the strength on this. So I'm going to jump into the final third. When I come back, I'll let you know about any changes in the cigar, flavor notes that I'm picking up, how it's finished off, construction, draw, all those different things. So here's to the end of the cigar. All right, let's wrap up this review. Here's the burn at the end of the cigar. As you can see right there, it is just a little bit wavy, not perfectly straight like it was at the end of the second third, and the ash is a little more flaky, a little less sturdy than it was, but it's still holding on. And you can see right up here, the burn did start to get a little bit wonky right there. That dark spot on the ash did start to get a little bit wonky, but it corrected itself again like it's done already before with my experience. The strength on this, I would say, ended at a good solid medium, maybe getting into medium plus if you're a newer cigar enthusiast. And the draw on it has stayed very nice. Smoke output has been very plentiful, very, very silky smooth as well, and it has done really, really well. The cigar is offered in 4 different vitolas. They have a Corona Gorda, which is a 5 3/8 by 46. They have a Robusto, which is what I have here. It's a 5 by 50. They have a Toro, which is actually 6 1/4 by 52, so 1/4 inch longer than a traditional Toro. And then they have a Gordo, which is a 6 by 60. Flavor notes in the final third. Really, really good. They transitioned, they developed even more. The nuttiness that was like a peanut and peanut skin is a very defined almond for me now. There's a really nice creamy chocolate note that's in there, and there's a little bit of woodiness that's in there, somewhere between a cedar and an oak. It's not a dark charred oak. It's nothing dark and bold in that realm whatsoever. It is doing very, very well. There's a really nice nutmeg baking spice that's in there also. And the white pepper has stayed pretty much away. There's a little hint of it on the retrohale with the long finish, but it is very, very good, and I've really enjoyed it. If you can't tell, this is definitely a nub-worthy cigar for me. I've had a few other cigars from Crux, and I got to say, this is the one that is topping their list for me and my experience and my palate from everything they've put out so far. So very, very good cigar. But if you've had it before, or if this sounds like something that you want to check out, put some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you've had this already, what was your experience like? Was it similar to mine? I want to thank the team from Crux, Casey and Chris and Sam and everybody for sending this cigar out to me to check out. It's been my honest evaluation, but nub-worthy. I highly recommend it. So that's going to do it for this edition of Tobacco Talk. Enjoy your cigar journey, everybody. I'm Cigar Show Tim. As always, I'll see ya.